This episode of Unqualified is brought to you by McDonald's, proudly serving communities since 1965. On the drive to and from my parents' house in Washington State, we almost always stop at two particular McDonald's, one in Salem, Oregon, and another in Eureka, California. At the moment, we are in the parking lot of the Salem location, and I just finished a Big Mac and fries. Even though we are just passing through, I appreciate the familiarity and feeling of community. The other day, I was looking through my mother-in-law's photo album and came across a photo where she and her friends are standing in front of a McDonald's wearing their cheerleading uniforms. I usually call my mother-in-law New Mom, but her name is Marcia. Under the photo, Marcia had written a note, and I talked her into letting me read it here. San Bernardino, California. I have so many memories of this McDonald's over the years. My father took me there on what I think was opening day. What a thrill it was as a young girl to order a chocolate shake, hamburger, and French fries. Then there was the time when my cousin Hinda and I were given a tour and allowed to take dill pickles by the cupful out of a huge barrel. We must have eaten 100 pickles each. Everyone in my family knows the story of how I accidentally missed the ketchup container and dipped a fry into my milkshake. Now when I dip fries in my shake, it's on purpose. I remember when I was 12 years old, my mother and my cousin Noel Novak, Larry's brother, picked me up from dance class, and we went for dinner to celebrate Noel's graduation from high school. Years later, when I was in high school, we would go to McDonald's every Friday night after the football game. I wish you could see this photo. Marcia couldn't remember if they won the game that night, but everyone is smiling as if they did. Wherever your local McDonald's is, there's nothing better than that wonderful feeling of community. Well, maybe that feeling is tied with eating a Big Mac. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
And we make $400. You win or you win. How did Chris propose to you? Was he like, baby, darling, sweetheart? Oh.
He went.
Did he get down on one knee?
No, he didn't.
He stood up.
No, he reached across the table.
Where was it?
It was up in Roche Harbor, Washington.
Was he nervous?
Yeah.
Did you know it was coming?
Yeah.
It was discussed.
No. I mean, it was, we had talked about, like, listen, like, a woman wants a timeline. Right?
Chop, chop.
Yeah, I just want to know what's going on. Mm-hmm. Is it going to be, like, 6 months, 3 years,
what are we
7
doing
years? I got to know. Like, I really, though, a woman really wants, we talk a lot about this because I hate the idea of gender differences and discussing them, because I like to think that we're all relatively the same, but that's I don't know. I'm starting to realize maybe that's a little bit of wishful thinking.
I used to try to think that too, but I think I got overly idealistic. But do you think that the fact that we have different organs and different amounts of oxytocin in our brains, that affects? A woman has a uterus and a certain amount of eggs, and a man just has fucking unlimited, infinite sperm.
Yeah, but
don't you think that affects our behavior?
Yes, I do. But I think that the easy answer,
women are more compassionate and have more oxytocin in there.
No, I think the easy answer is the idea that it's all related to biological clock, and part of it is. But also a lot of it is just like simply like the idea of I want to plan. I want to know what's going on. I want to know if I want a career. I want to know if I'm going to get promoted. I want to know.
Personality thing. Well, maybe that's all people want that, right?
Yeah, but but I think that men maybe are much more content to be like,
whatever.
let's like sleeping dogs lie. Like we're cool, right?
Yeah.
Like we're chilling. You're making me some dinner. We're living together. All is
Spot
well.
on McConaughey.
And why do we need to do? Why do we need to think about tomorrow? So I think like the children issue aside, I think that it feels just a little bit more like I want to know, am I, prove it to me that I'm the best person for you. I just want to know. If I'm not, then okay, but let me know. And
shit or get off the pot.
Yeah. Thanks.
I get that.
So I don't know. That's sort of I want, because I of course I want somebody to be in love with me. I want the person that I'm with to be in love with me enough to marry me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And to make that kind of
I think that's fair.
I'm a proud
Black queen.
I'm a
Black queen.
proud scary movie queen.
Mm-hmm. The house that Scary Movie built.
But yeah, and I think that that's not an unreasonable request to ask somebody.
Has ants in it. I'm getting.
Don't you think? Wait, but is it, as a man, is it unreasonable? It does. I'm sorry. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. You're getting creepy crawly ants. I'm so sorry. We totally have sugar ants.
Wait, hold on. Did you see
We
ants,
can't
really?
afford an
It was
exterminator.
like, this is the house that Scary Movie built. 5
and then
seconds
there's
later,
ants. I know. We have like
pestilence crawling up.
I know. But wait, as a man,
The Guardian of the Galaxy raccoon comes out and attacks my face.
But does
Bradley Cooper.
But really though, does it freak you out, the idea of, let's say you're like madly in love, and in a year from now it is like, are you? I don't know. Oh, he's avoiding.
No, I'm like ready to hit you with a slam delicious ass answer.
Okay, go for it.
No, what was the question? You didn't finish
Well,
your
all
question.
right,
I was doing the wind up.
But the idea that of course men potentially are a little more reticent, because
What does reticent mean? I really don't know. I went to music school, dude. Okay, we didn't all take English for 4 years.
you know when you
really don't
have
know.
to wait to play bass until your part comes.
Yeah, that's reticent.
Well, kind of, not really. But no, that's actually a horrible example. That means you're mostly just sort of eager to play bass and when your time comes. But
I got little girl titties. Look
when you're
You
really
just lifted up your shirt.
Eric Andre right
and
now
he's playing
is
with
showing
his
us.
nipples right
You
now.
do have beautiful nipples.
they have like little fucking pointy.
They are
fucking
beautiful.
Girl, 12-year-old girl.
I have to
tits.
say, they're nice. You have a nice chest.
Yeah, beautiful.
High-fiving Alex. There you go.
Okay,
All
and
right.
totally avoiding the.
What is the
He's
question?
done a
If
good-
I'm in
he's done
love-
a good job
well, the
about this,
question,
by the
You
way.
sound like the scat man. I'm going to be honest. It's like long and rambling. You're like scat bap
all right.
dooba
Get
Get to the goddamn fucking question mark.
Okay, so but really though, is it unreasonable if you're dating a gal, you're living with her for, let's say, 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Is it unreasonable for
The gal to expect. you to put a goddamn
to be
ring?
like,
No.
okay, well, not necessarily I need a ring, but the idea of like,
What
I
are we
just
doing
want
here?
to plan.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Well,
tell me
here's the
about
thing. Perfect segue. It's funny that you said 3-year relationship, because the woman we're going to call right now is in a 3-year relationship and she needs help. Can we do that right now?
Great segue.
I have not
Sim.
been in. I have not been in a relationship longer than like 4 months. In
Really?
the past 13 years.
Let's see how you do with
Really?
this.
Swear to God.
I'm excited to see how you do with
So
this.
you are so unqualified. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by ZocDoc. Who gets excited about trying a new restaurant that has 2 out of 5 stars? When it comes to finding healthcare, don't ratings matter even more? ZocDoc is a free app where you can compare doctors, read reviews from real patients, and even make same-day appointments. When I finally called to reschedule my dentist appointment, I was told that my dentist had been retired for nearly 3 years. In my defense, parking was a nightmare. Through ZocDoc, I found a new dentist who had great reviews, took my insurance, and whose office was actually within walking distance. I was also able to book an appointment instantly without talking to a receptionist who made me feel guilty about not having my teeth cleaned for 3 years. My new dentist didn't make me feel guilty either, and only suggested I floss a little more often. Whether you need a primary care physician, dentist, dermatologist, psychiatrist, eye doctor, or other specialist, ZocDoc makes healthcare easy. Now is the time to prioritize your health. Go to ZocDoc.com/unqualified and download the ZocDoc app. Sign up for free and book a top-rated doctor who might be available as soon as today. That's ZocDoc.com/unqualified. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Warby Parker. Warby Parker was founded with a rebellious spirit and the lofty goal of creating boutique quality eyewear at a revolutionary price point. Sunglasses, with or without a prescription, start at $95 and, just like eyeglasses, are available through their home try-on program. You just choose 5 pairs and see which ones you like. I was surprised by how quickly they arrived, which presented me with the immediate problem of deciding which ones to keep. I loved all of them, so you can guess what happened. And not only can you feel good about how cool you look, you can also feel good knowing that for every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker distributes a pair of glasses to someone in need through partnerships with nonprofits like Vision Spring. Offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams, Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores. So put your FSA or HSA dollars to good use on Warby Parker prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label. Try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/unqualified. That's warbyparker.com/unqualified.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
You know the show is called Anna Faris is Unqualified?
Oh, I think that's fantastic.
Will you tell Sim to fuck off, though? That's what you have to do. That's part of the program.
You can say fuck off anytime you want. But we are calling Carrie. She's 35. She's in
don't-
California.
Uh-huh.
And hopefully she picks up any second now.
So you were like, babe.
Hello.
Carrie.
Hey.
Carrie.
Hey.
Hi, it's Sim, and Anna is here as
Hi,
is
Carrie.
Eric Andre.
Hi.
The Eric Andre show is on Cartoon Network. Sorry, Adult Swim, which is
Great.
the same
Same
thing.
thing.
And it's on
This is my highly
Fridays.
qualified producer.
Fridays at midnight. And
Fuck
it's-
you. This is when you can say fuck you.
I'm
Sim.
trying to plug his show, Anna. I'm
Sam,
trying to do
Don't
it.
listen to her. She is
I
giving
know.
you a lot of negative
She is.
energy
I'm
right now.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry, Carrie. You didn't need to hear all this. I'm
A
sorry.
lot of negative
okay.
energy.
We're gonna try and help
Carrie.
you. We're gonna try
But
and help you.
wait, but Eric Andre is fucking hysterical, and he's on a brilliant show on
you.
Adult
Yes.
Swim
Thank you.
on Friday night.
Called the Eric Andre Show.
Thanks, guys. You're sweeties.
So, Carrie, you discovered some unsettling things about your boyfriend of 3 years. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah. So he was in an accident last week, a
Oh,
Hey.
car accident, and sent to the ER, and he needed access to his phone to look something up, and gave me his passcode for me to help look it up. So, anyways, I handed him his phone, this and that, and everything. So now I know his passcode. Fast forward to Saturday night, and I know I shouldn't have done it, but I snooped when he was in the bathroom and looked on his phone and saw a text, several texts from this girl who had come here to California to see him when he moved here 3 years ago, right before he met me. And the text said it was a picture of a girl with selfie in a song, and he wrote back to her saying, this came in handy this morning. And at this point, we had been dating for 2 years.
oh God.
And I know.
Well, how's he
and
after
I
the
know
accident?
he's okay. He has he's home now. He's rested up.
Is he walking?
Walking, thankfully, and has all 4 limbs. He has broken ribs and broken collarbone.
Jeez, any brain damage?
No brain damage.
So it could have been a lot worse. Well, that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he jerked off to a girl in a thong that sent him a picture?
This was June 2015, and he told me, like, I'm friends with all my exes, and so...
Oh, wait a minute. What's the timeline on this? This was 3 years ago? I thought the accident just happened.
No,
the accident just happened.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. Oh, I was going to give him the timeline real quick, Carrie. So the accident just happened, but she found a text from a year ago. And she's been dating her boyfriend for 3 years.
Oh, so the text, it was an old text.
He's looking at scrolling through old texts, right?
I'm probably the worst person to give relationship advice in the world. But what's the best case scenario? Do you want to confront him and then hopefully?
Well, he's in a vulnerable state right now.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
I
kind of freaked out on Saturday night, and I'm not one to hide my emotions, and I just went kind of stonewall, and I was so furious that, and we had been drinking, so I just didn't want to say anything and really fuck shit up even more, and so I just said, like, I didn't feel good and I had to go to bed, but I couldn't go to sleep, hence I emailed you guys.
So wait, so you didn't you didn't confront him. He doesn't know that you know this.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Well,
all
he
right.
does now because he's here on the phone.
No,
I'm just joking. Babe.
Wait, Eric, I gotta say, I'm unqualified, but you may be way more unqualified.
I'm way unqualified. What do you? I mean, did he hook up with a girl, or did he just jerk off to her picture and was like?
He jerked off to a picture she sent to him, and then I didn't want to scroll any further up to see what else had been sent.
Yeah.
But the conversation below that was like he's like, oh, I thought about you the other day, and she's like, oh, what are you thinking about? And he's like, oh, when you came out to visit, and then she said, well, when am I going to see you again? And it just kind of went on, and there's no, and that's kind of why we got into an argument on Sunday, because he knew something was wrong on Saturday night, and he said, he's like, well, what's going on?
Him.
I'm sorry?
I guess you got to confront him or bottle it up inside and never talk about it and just drink and eat pills and grind your teeth and get TMJ.
Well, those are two choices. Those are choices.
Two choices.
Right.
Maybe we as human beings, maybe us as Americans in 2016 don't have realistic expectations of sexual exclusivity.
Oh my God, this is horrible. This is
we don't.
No.
We should just expect all people to be effortlessly monogamous and have a very idealistic attitude towards monogamy.
No, listen.
And not expect anyone to ever have a wandering eye, both genders.
Okay. No, wait. Let's explore. Let's
healthy.
Wait. Stop. What? Okay. What do you see? What in terms of your future do you see with him?
Well, we've talked about getting married. We've talked about having kids. We've talked about buying a house together, like all these things. And like I stated earlier, like he's told me out front, like, yeah, I'm friends with all my exes. And what I just said on Sunday basically was like, I just don't feel comfortable with the way that girls speak to you on, like, message you or not message you, but comment on your Facebook post. It's kind of like I don't even exist as a girlfriend.
Okay, so you're not feeling of value in general.
What's that?
You're not like feeling of value in general, like
right.
Then this is a big problem. It is. Listen,
you're qualified. That's good advice. Yeah, I mean, you're off to a good start. Sorry.
But no,
way better than whatever the fuck I was babbling on about.
No, but okay. So first of all, this will, if you continue this relationship, this will be a needle in your side for the rest of your life. And that's okay in the sense that we all have that with all of our relationships. There will always be like those little things, of varying degrees, that needle us with our partners. It's things that where they let us down in either big ways or really small ways. So we have to sort of come to terms with what do we let pass and what do we sort of confront. But this I get the sense, and not having talked to you for that much long, and in fact, I'm doing all the talking, I'm so sorry, but that you may have some other reservations in terms of his fidelity.
Yeah, I think you're sensing something in your gut, and you should trust your
which
intuition.
Which is why you probably looked.
Scrolled, yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, I have to admit, like, in the past, I don't have the best track record of relationships in terms of guys being faithful to me.
Mm.
And so there's that insecurity out there always. And, you know, I've talked to only other people about this. And, you know, one of them was my mom, and she said, well, you know, basically, if you can't trust him, then you shouldn't be with him. But I don't know if I can like you stated, you know, in this day and age, I know men have a wandering eye. I know women do. I get texts from exes that try to send me dick pics and stuff, but I ignore them. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't try to carry on and they're like, oh, I'm in town for business. Do you want to meet up? Like, you know, I'm in a relationship with somebody for 3 years. Like, clearly that's not going to happen. So either ignore it, delete it, or say, sorry, that's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. So, but to lead on a conversation with somebody, you know, about when you might see them again, or, you know, jerking off to a picture that they sent you, it's hurtful.
Totally. Yeah. Of course, it's totally, that would be devastating. And so, okay, let me ask you this. Let's say we play out a scenario where you, after he's maybe not super high on pain pills, or maybe he is, I don't know, maybe it's a better idea to do it when he's high on pain pills, I don't know. But
cut his fucking dick off.
But what if you? But what if you?
I'm sorry. But I just got fired from Loveline.
How?
I'm going rogue.
What would you imagine his reaction to be if you were to say, "Listen, because you know." And don't like necessarily let yourself off the hook. Say, listen, you know, I had your passcode. I was feeling some insecurity. I scrolled through some of your past texts. I admit I'm guilty of that. But I think that you had the bigger transgression. It's
going to be tough because he's going to get defensive.
Of course,
that's an invasion of my privacy.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying.
That's exactly.
But
you
how?
Look out and say, then you shouldn't be with me if you don't trust me.
Then that's right. Okay. See, that is the problem, because if somebody were to say, okay, that fucking sucks that you looked through my phone, but I am the guiltier party member, and I'm really sorry, and I want you forever. Then, like, of course, there's going to be a rage. There's going to be an initial like flood of anger, but afterwards, the determination, like how he handles the aftermath of being like, I want you. That was something that I did a long time ago, and I'm so sorry, and I will never ever do anything like that again. And I just don't know, but I don't know if you can continue on a relationship and marry him with this thing, but at the same time, it was a while ago, so I don't know.
That's the other thing that I grapple with, because I mean, he flew me out to go meet his parents like a year into us dating.
Right around the same time.
They live here. I'm sorry.
Right, was that right around the same time of where this sort of
that
thong?
happened? Well, the whole text thing with this girl, because again, I told you I didn't scroll even further back because I don't think I could stomach to see anymore.
Yeah, I think you got to clear the air. I think you got to communicate. A relationship's built on trust and communication. And this is
I
a trust
kind
issue.
of mentioned Sunday, like, to me it's disrespectful when girls speak to you like flirt with you on Facebook, because he says everybody knows that you're my girlfriend, but it's not really apparent via social media, if that makes any sense. Like he's not a very
he's not posting pictures of you guys together.
It's rare.
I don't like this.
It's more
I think you got to trust your gut. I think you're sensing something, and I don't know. I think you got to confront him. I don't know. I mean, I'm the worst. I'm the least qualified person, but
He doesn't sound like a great. When I talked
Are
to
you guys
earlier,
polyamorous? Are you in an open relationship?
I'm sorry?
Are you guys polyamorous? Are you in an open relationship?
I don't think she is.
I'm only sleeping. I've only slept with him for the past 3 years.
No, she's not. She's not. They're together.
I think
they're
men
exclusive.
are pigs, and I think you should be a lesbian. Men are disgusting. I'm serious.
But she's
Fucking
also given him a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah.
This
Right?
guy's a
I've
user.
helped him out. I've helped him out financially with his job. He has
User alert. I don't know. You got to confront him.
We have Alex in the background saying cut the cord, cut it.
Got to go.
I think you really need to speak to a therapist instead of 4 lunatics in a house.
No.
Could
She's
give you much
speaking-
better
no,
advice.
She's speaking to friends, and I think that
Speaking of friends,
okay, but wait, I've got an idea.
you got her cell phone number?
Can you okay? I always like to talk about the idea of what percentage of your like in your life does he make you happy versus unhappy? And if he makes you happy 70 to 80% of the time and unhappy 20 to 30% of the time, then that's borderline. But if it's anywhere close to like
60-40?
yeah, then
50-50?
oh, then
Oh.
because does he make you happy? Does he make you feel like a fulfilled person?
honestly, this is the first, yes. I mean, I've had another serious relationship before this that didn't end very well. And that person didn't treat me half as well as he does. And he means well, but I think that, I don't know, I'm not a guy, so I don't my ego doesn't get a boost when I get texts from exes or guys that I've dated. And, that doesn't do anything for me because I'm happy with what I have. So I just don't understand why you have to kind of entertain these girls that text you.
And it could have a lot to do too with not to let him off the hook in any way, because I'm actually really kind of against him right now, but it could have something to do with the idea that he's not feeling financially secure and dependent on you. That tends to be emasculating. So then when because I've been in relationships before where
you were the breadwinner,
and
then you had a hanger on.
Yeah, and so it's and I think that's that's emasculating, and so then people go looking for girls in thongs, and
that makes sense.
Yeah, but that is not excusable, and that does not lead to the road to happiness. And
You got to confront him
How do you confront him?
with a Jason mask on and a chainsaw.
But here's the problem is that she will be confessing herself as the initial guilty party member.
I think that's fine. I think he'll be initially angry, and then that will subside, and then you have the floor. I think he'll need to calm down for a day, but I don't think he can continually be like, you invaded my privacy for a week.
And if he does, then that's fucking telling.
Yeah, but I think you're sensing something. And
so what if he says, you're right, you caught me, it was a mistake, I'm sorry, it won't happen again, it was a moment of weakness.
Then I think that seems like a decent person.
Do you think he would say something like that?
Yes and no, but I think that in the back of any woman's mind, they would always kind of wonder.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anna.
No, you're totally right. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. But and it's a little bit different because it's not like you caught some porn. This was sort of a personal relationship.
I would much rather have it be him jerking off to porn. I don't care. I watch
Sure.
What if
porn
it's
sometimes.
anime? What if it's
It
like
doesn't-
cartoon porn? Is that weird?
That's weird.
That's
a little
weird,
bit.
right? Should be a
Slightly.
human. It should
I
be live
actually
action.
weirdly think that anime feels a little bit safer than.
Oh, then live action.
Well, I'm not sure. I haven't.
So let him jack off to anime, and maybe that will give some relief to the situation.
So maybe you say something like,
But
I
do
don't
we
know.
have realistic attitudes about sexual exclusivity? Are we meant as the primates we are? We're the
Well,
we're
Now you
primates.
sound like him.
No, but
Yes.
let me just theoretically
Okay.
play devil's
all right.
advocate.
I
Do
cannot wait.
Do we have a realistic expectation of sexual exclusivity from the time that you first start dating till death do us part? Is it realistic for two people as primates to never see anyone else naked for decades on end?
Listen,
Don't
I hear,
you feel
I hear
like
you're
that's like
tapping
an
into,
absolute?
but
Don't
I-
you feel like it's
but-
going against our nature?
but we're not primates. We're
We are.
humans.
We are,
And
but humans are primates.
but otherwise we would be like murder would be fine because we would be like,
No,
well, I hate
think
that
that's-
person,
I
so
don't
I'm
think-
gonna.
I think that's apples to
So
oranges.
well, listen,
Murder would be
there's-
fine is like a far cry from jerking off to
Well,
anime.
Listen, I agree with you
Yeah,
to
let me
only
get my anime
to
jerk
some
off
degree,
and fucking
but
shoot a couple of.
but we should
fucking-
strive to
Sure, we should strive.
honor.
We should strive to honor.
and
But- Mm-hmm.
and which requires a lot of hard work. I mean, and it's not exclusive to men. You know, I mean, it might be a little bit more exclusive to men potentially physically, but it's not exclusive to men at all. I mean, we all want to feel loved and desired for the entirety of our lives, and so that means self-control and work. And I am kind of an angel, but no, I'm not an angel. But that is something that should be a goal, and to be.
Can I show you guys a
Deceptive.
2-minute video? And you
That's-
tell me can I show you a 2-minute Dan Savage video and you
But-
tell me how it's wrong?
But to be
Because
deceptive
I want somebody to
towards-
show me.
towards your partner
Can I play it?
is self-poisoning.
No, not deceptive. It would be like is there room for some type of, well, every relationship has its own set of rules.
Right.
But
So-
he let her down.
Yes, and I think in this case it is wrong because you guys have a
And now
contract,
she's also
a common understanding
she's
that he's not
taking
going
care
to
of
jerk
him
off to
in
his
multiple
ex-girlfriend.
ways.
And she's taking care of him, and yes, that's where it gets unethical. But to pull a step back to the human race as a species, to just get a bird's eye view, do you think just seeing one person naked for your entire life is normal, or is it just like the status quo for the next whatever 10,000 years?
I understand that guys are going to have a wandering eye.
I think women too.
Oh yeah, absolutely, sure, of course. I think a guy's hot on the show, I'm going to be like, hey, he's pretty attractive. But I'm not.
I mean, let's
and
be
I said
honest.
before,
Ryan
like-
Gosling in your bedspread eagle, you ain't gonna kick him out of bed for eating Oreos.
Gross. Yes, I would. Those
Gosling in your bed,
yes, they look
fully aroused.
they look like bed bugs, little Oreo crumbs. He's
Boys.
fucking
Yeah, I don't
out of
want
here.
Oreo crumbs in
Boys,
my phone.
you saw Drive?
But what? But
Oh, you like the
because-
brothers? You want Denzel?
But because this is personal, because this was somebody that
Yes,
he
I'm getting
knew
into
before.
theoretical. Because this is personal, I think he violated a trust. Yes, you
Right.
invaded his privacy, but
No, but you
the
know what I'm
bigger issue is him jerking
him.
off to the fucking ex-girlfriend
And-
with the thong. It's like, bro, am I the woman for you or not, dude?
And also,
Well,
and then like the bigger paranoia of like, well, what else has he been doing? You know,
Right.
like what
Yes.
else? And what else
And then
will
you
he
spiral.
do?
You're spiraling. We've all been there.
Right.
It's one thing to jerk off to a picture or just thinking of an ex-girlfriend. It's another thing to text your ex-girlfriend and say, "Hey, I jerked off to you."
Yes.
Right.
Because our spank banks are full, right?
Yeah.
I know that
could
you.
be.
What? You never thought of McConaughey while you were in the bed getting freaky?
Okay.
No,
so
I'm going to be honest. Like I have actually never done that.
shit.
I have
I'm
never
kinda with
imagined
you.
I was with an ex that I thought was a really good lover or anything. I've always just been like in the moment with him.
I know.
Because
I'm
he's
with you.
great.
Okay, so wait, let me ask you this.
Bullshit.
No, come
Both
on.
of you.
No.
Give me a break.
This is
You guys
where-
are so patting yourselves on the back right now.
Yes,
I don't
that's
buy
right,
it. I
because-
don't buy it for a goddamn second.
Nope.
You don't look up at the Chris Angel poster in your bedroom while you're on top of your man.
We'll
and think,
betray you in different ways, but not like that. But listen, so wait, but if you were to break up with him in the next few weeks, what
Don't you
like,
dare! Don't even say that.
Yeah, come on. I want to put all the options out there.
Okay.
How devastated will you be emotionally?
Good question.
It would be pretty devastating.
I say
I don't know.
walk out on him and make him want you, and then you'll have hand. You got to play
That's
the
kind of
game.
what my mom said that.
Play
too.
the game. The game never ends.
I'm with you, Eric.
I know married
Yeah.
couples that play the goddamn game. It plays into all their insecurities, and you will have hand. Go fuck you. Have fun jacking off. I'm the greatest goddamn thing that ever happened to you. Kiss my grits. Pack
When
your
he
bags and leave.
realizes that he doesn't have you anymore, even if he thinks he doesn't have you for a minute, a day, a week, whatever it is, you know what? It's going to change. You know, all the ball's going to be in your court. You'll have all the leverage. She will. She'll have all the leverage.
I totally agree, but I just don't know if just because I feel like I've dated this kind of guy before.
Did he
I mean,
cheat? Did he cheat? Is this considered cheating or not?
That's what I wanted to know.
I think
That's exactly.
it's
Cheating is in the eye of the beholder. No. Yes. it
You're
is.
not
No.
sure. You're not sure if this is cheating or not.
Well, he didn't kiss her on the lips.
well, I think that it's definitely inappropriate. But and in the idea that you won't be able to proceed forward in like having a healthy relationship with him because this will be on the back of your mind is going to be a big detriment. And I also just don't know if I don't know. I just have a bad feeling about this fella.
All right, Anna, what should she do? You need to tell her what to do.
Oh God!
She called in asking
Okay.
for advice. What should
Well,
she do right now?
I think okay, so how physically how messed up is he right now? Like is he like
Sorry.
Eric Andre?
Well,
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
I have to help him to get off of the couch and or bed because he can't get up by himself.
And does he have family or another support system around him right now?
Not around here.
This guy's got to go, boo. This guy's got to go.
Wait, you did an about face, didn't you?
He's a loser. He's sitting on
Wait,
the
you
couch.
just did an about face. You
talking
said you
about?
were just like men should be off the hook, and now you're like he's.
I didn't say men
outta-
should be off the hook. I was posing a question for both genders, saying that just asking not a rhetorical, posing the question whether we have realistic or unrealistic expectations of sexual exclusivity, and does falling off the wagon and cheating make the whole relationship 10, 20, 30, 40 years invalid for one slip
hear
up?
you.
Both parties, men
Right.
and women.
No.
I'm not saying men have a wandering eye, women have a wandering eye. Men and women
And
both
that's really
have,
valid. You're right.
have sexual desires.
Sure.
And does it mean if your eye wanders or you do slip up, does that mean that the whole relationship, the whole house you built and the children you raised is invalid because of one or two slip-ups? I'm asking. I don't know.
I think
What do you think?
I'm agnostic on the issue. I don't
think
know what
it
the
depends
answer is.
on.
Would you be okay breaking up with him? Would you be? You said you'd
No,
be
she'd
devastated, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want to break up with him. So then she has to confront him. Otherwise,
Yeah.
she'll be thinking about this the entire time.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you do have to say, listen, I did this and I know it was wrong and you need to hear me out before you get angry. I found this thing this picture, and it's been and if he starts to be like, you did what? You have to be like, stop, hear me right now, or I'm not gonna fucking help you get off the couch again, you fucking dick.
Dude, what? How come whenever a girl does a guy voice, we sound like the most retarded caveman? What do you mean, baby? Is that what men sound like? That's what we sound like.
Kind of,
But
pretty much.
yeah.
Perfect.
But so I think you lay it out for him just like you did with us, because truthfully, you did restrain yourself without, like, you didn't look into too much more, and what more stuff might be painful. And I think you tell him that this is a really hard thing.
Fuck.
But here's my future advice, though. I feel like
Don't look at the phone.
Yeah, I feel like a long time ago I learned to not be curious, and it's so fucking hard.
Are you possessive?
No, but I am proud, and he also makes me feel like really good.
But don't you think that marriage is based on a property transaction, and it's based on the slavery of women, and that men would just pay a guy a father a dowry for, like, it's just
Then you still want to get married?
and we're just
No.
conditioned
No,
into
I
thinking
don't.
it's the answer, but it's really like possessive. Like, I'm not going to treat my wife like she's my possession. She's allowed to do whatever she wants, and I'm going to give her that freedom because I'm a 21st century man.
No, I don't. I believe that, like,
But don't you think that's conditioning, that you believe that? It's just 10,000 years of slut shaming and being told that you're not worth anything if you have extramarital sex, but it's because,
No
during
way.
the Ice Age, people
I
were...
take so much comfort in going to bed with the same man every night and
makes
watching
sense.
Game of Thrones.
Just
Hey,
answer my
Carrie,
question.
Carrie, we have to go now.
But Carrie, so
right.
will you?
No, Carrie, we're
but-
sticking
but
this out.
I
We're
feel
watching the fucking
I feel
sunrise
like
tonight.
I didn't really answer your question very well, but
You told him to confront him and see how he reacts. That's that, and
Yeah,
we'll,
but-
and they'll
but
go
listen,
from there.
but
React.
And
here's
be
the-
looking
wait.
good, too, girl.
But wait, here's the most important advice. Do not, timing is everything with this confrontation. So it might
Right.
not be tomorrow. It might not be 4 days from now. It might not be a week from now, but time it out and use the power of timing, and with his mood, like, gauge it out. So he's not in sort of an irrational, angry place in any way, and say, I really, like, I need to talk to you about something, and I need you to hear me for a full 10 minutes without you saying anything.
Ooh.
Without you
Damn,
saying
you've been here before. You have been in the baggage. I can fuck it. Check your bags at the goddamn Delta.
You want to date me,
fucking-
don't you, Eric Ajay?
The baggage.
But will you please give us updates, and listen, please, like, protect your heart, and
I will.
and if you are still getting that inkling that
Yeah.
there's stuff that's not very trustworthy about him, I think you might have to move on. And
Yeah, I
And-
think you're right.
thank you so much for your
Thanks,
call.
Carrie.
You were
Thanks, guys.
I love
Send me an email.
you
Let
were
me know how it
so-
Let us
goes.
know how it
Let me know
goes.
how your
Jeez.
husband's doing as well, or your boyfriend.
What?
Excuse me. Sorry.
Great job, Sim.
I'm
Way
sorry.
to listen.
I've done that before too. Shit. All right. I'm sorry, Carrie.
Okay.
Anyways,
Thanks, guys.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye.
All right, have a good night. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, my queen.
That is tough.
I'm sorry I'm doing
Well, what
this.
would you do though if you were?
If what?
If like you were dating a gal for a year, or 2 years, and you found like that you.
I haven't been in a relationship more than 4 months, so. But okay,
I know, I like it that
Hypothetically
that was
speaking.
supposed to be like a punch.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't a joke. I was like,
No, I know, but I know
was
you
like-
were looking around for everyone to laugh, but
I mean, they're
nobody's
looking
laughing.
up and around. Everybody's so tired and all fucking pilled out. No, if I was in a relationship for 2 years and I looked on a girl's phone and she had a dick pic, and she was like, "Oh, sexy dick, baby! I fucking twiddled my fucking bean to this shit this morning. Damn, I fucking orgasmed."
That's always what we say.
Twiddle my bean to the shit.
Yeah, I twiddled my fucking little pea
Okay,
pod.
I'm
and
gonna
I
say
fucking-
twiddle my bean in like the least sexy way I can. Are you ready?
Yeah,
I twiddled my bean.
I twiddled my bean.
I twiddled my bean this morning 3 times.
What?
And I did not find it relaxing. Twiddle my bean.
Twiddle my bean. Twiddle my bean. No, but I would. It would depend on the terms of the relationship.
So wait, now would you want your mommy or your daddy to twiddle your, penis bean?
No.
You asked me
What
earlier.
kind of fucking question is that? That's disgusting.
You totally fucking asked
is
me
wrong
earlier.
with you?
Would I rather have sex with my mom or my dad?
Yeah,
so fuck
gun
you.
to
I'm
your head.
bringing it
Gun
back.
to your head. If you were part of a hostage crisis and that was one of the stipulations,
Yeah.
that's completely different than my parents milking my prostate. Whatever the fuck you're talking about. It's disgusting. You're like a pervert. What is wrong with you? I went on a date with a guy and he tied me up and he went to the bathroom on me.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by State Farm. And in honor of their surprisingly great auto insurance rates, I'm going to tell you about a particularly surprising day on set. It takes me a long time to read a script. For almost every line of dialogue, I will stop to figure out why my character would say it, how it fits in the conversation, and how it's going to come out of my mouth. Between the lines, there are larger chunks of text which describe everything else happening in the scene. Maybe what a room looks like, what characters are wearing, and what they're doing. As I often underestimate how long everything in my life takes, I know I can make up some time by reading those larger chunks a little faster. I got the script for Overboard about 6 months before we started production. I read it in my warm living room, wearing comfortably warm clothes, sipping from a warm mug of tea. Somehow, it never occurred to me that when you jump off a boat in the middle of the ocean, the water is surprisingly cold. And it doesn't get any warmer on take 2. Here at Unqualified, we love State Farm because they provide coverage that meets your needs at a surprisingly great rate. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by OSEA. Wondering what to gift your friends and family this holiday season? Female founded over 25 years ago by a mother and daughter team, OSEA's award-winning cleansers, serums, face moisturizers, and body products give you the results you want. Skin that looks and feels amazing. I recently got to try OSEA's new body butter, which, like their now famous Undaria algae body oil, transforms dry skin without being greasy, has the same incredible scent, and leaves your skin soft, smooth, and healthy looking. If my experience is any indication, you can count on your partner giving you a lot of compliments. This holiday season, stock up and share your new favorite clean skincare and body care with your friends and family. Unqualified listeners get 10% off your first order with promo code ANNA at OSEAMalibu.com. You'll get free samples with every order, and orders over $50 get free shipping. Gifting is always easier if you start early, so head to OSEAMalibu.com. Use code ANNA.
Can we call
Gosh, I
Jessica?
want to show you guys
Yes.
this video so bad.
Okay.
Let's watch the video
do it
after we
later.
call
I
Jessica.
was supposed to be at my house at 9.
One
Oh,
more call and then
no,
you
I'm
can go.
sorry.
We'll make this quick. We're calling Jessica. She's in Toronto.
It's my fault. I lost track of
She's
time.
29 years old.
Oh, Toronto. It's like a hedonistic sex cauldron up there. Those people are freaks.
Hello.
Hey, Jessica.
Hey,
It's,
Jessica, you got a GIMP mask on?
Hey.
Oh, God. I'm
How
sorry,
are you?
Jessica. That's
Hi,
Eric Andre, by the
Jessica.
way.
Hey, Jess. What's up, Bobo?
Man. We've been having a great
How
time
are
with
you?
Eric.
Oddly, he's like the only sober person here. Hi, Jessica.
So Jessica,
Hello.
Jessica, you're.
Thanks for taking the call so late.
Jessica.
I know it's late up
Okay.
there. It's late over there. Jessica,
Stop. Do you want to go home or not?
he doesn't want.
Sorry,
to. He wants to stay here
Jessica.
all night.
Jesus.
Jessica, you're finally dating your dream man, but something is troubling you. Tell us what's happening.
Yeah, so I started dating this guy not too long ago, and like he's literally perfect. He seems that way, which scares the crap out of me. He's really good looking. He's super successful. He's
And what's he working
super
with?
like laid back.
Uh-huh.
And he comes like he's the thing that worries me, and it's funny because I heard Anna talking about this last week, is he comes from money, and it's super intimidating to me because I come from like a super blue collar background, like lower middle class, and he's like super waspy and comes from a really wealthy background. So it just makes me a little bit insecure.
I totally get that.
I mean, some people would probably be really happy about it, but for me, it makes me nervous.
Why? What are you afraid of?
I'll tell you exactly what she's afraid of.
The guy's rich. Hello, you won the lottery.
I know. Doesn't it sound obnoxious? It sounds
No.
so obnoxious.
Your
No,
dad's
I
a plumber, and
Hey,
his dad's Donald
Eric.
Trump. Milk him for all he's worth.
Eric, shut the
His
fuck
dad's
What are you
up.
talking about? You hit the goddamn jackpack. Go for it,
If his
boo.
dad's Donald
Play
Trump,
with
then
his
he's not
mind
my
a little
big
bit, get him on the hook, and make him buy you fucking stilettos or whatever.
Oh my God.
You hit the jackpot with this
Do
guy.
not-
He's a hunk.
I'm so sorry.
He's a hunk.
I'm so sorry
What's
that-
the problem?
Oh my
What is
God.
the problem?
I'll tell you what the problem is. Because
There's no problem. I just wonder, like, in the long term, and I mean, I know it's still very early, but in the long term, can it work with people who come from really different backgrounds? Like, I know
Yeah.
it happens in Disney movies and stuff.
My
and,
dad's Haitian, and he married my mom, a Jew. My dad's from Haiti. My dad's a psychiatrist from Haiti, and he married a Jew from 110th Street.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And they made it work.
What does
God.
that have?
And he
I
turned
know.
that pussy out.
into you.
Into me.
So you're saying yes, it works.
It works. Just
No,
go with
but
love.
no. Stop. No. I
You
totally.
don't know what you're talking about.
Yes,
you don't
I
know what
do.
this girl's been through.
I know.
I do.
Oh my God, we're about to have a fight here. Our first fight.
Can I just tell you something? I was dating a multi-billion-dollar. I was dating Julia Louis-Dreyfus from the shit show Seinfeld. And I flicked her little bean every morning.
Oh my God. Ugh,
What is
sweet.
the problem, boo? That is some
No,
first
no.
world
I-
Toronto-ass
no.
problem.
I'll tell you what it is.
You're intimidated?
Stop.
What is he fucking
Like,
working
what
out? Is he
happens
like
when
Christian
he
Bale?
comes home to my small town and thinks I'm like, I mean, I guess
He'll be fine. He'll think it's like fun. He'll grab a lasso and fucking hog tie him.
No, you're missing the
Pig.
point.
You from Alberta?
Stop it.
no, I'm not, but I'm from a small town.
I'm
and,
from
like,
Saskatoon.
You're from Saskatoon.
Yeah, I get a cup of Timmy's every morning.
Okay, Eric, he's being a bit of a dick right now.
No, I'm not. But
Well,
you ain't got
maybe-
nothing to
maybe
worry
that's 'cause
about.
you're
You hit the
rich now.
motherfucking jackpot.
No way. Stop. This
I'll
is
make
why
it
you've
true.
been in a
what
relationship
I
for only
think
4
is, like,
months.
is it too good to be true? Like, that's what I'm like. I'm waiting.
No,
for the other
you got the
shoe to
fairy
drop.
tale life.
No. I hear what she's saying, which is this, at least to
What do
me.
you? Okay,
Are you ready
I'm ready.
for the host to talk?
I already disagree. But go ahead.
For me, it was like the idea of I felt so uncomfortable with dating somebody who had some like a little bit of money because I felt like I had to. I don't know. I felt like I was supposed to be impressed by a nice restaurant or sleep with him
What
because
are you talking about? You
I was
said you were
supposed to
always
be.
like the sugar mama to these broke ass dudes.
That was later after
You've been
Scary
making
Movie.
dough since 1996.
Yeah, this was before. No.
What, college? What, when you were
Yeah.
14?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I like
you-
in college, I was broke.
And you were dating millionaires?
No, but like a dude who had a car and a job. and took me out to a restaurant.
Different, dude. This is different.
He wasn't like
She's
smoking
from,
weed
like,
and eating off my meal card.
She is from a poor town in Ottawa, and he is like.
She doesn't want to feel used for her
not from
pussy.
Ottawa.
Okay?
She's feeling used. She's not feeling used. She's intimidated that he's going to go back to the small coal mining town she's from and judge and roll his eyes and sip his latte and hit his vape pen and judge her family. But he's not. If he
No,
loves you,
but she
he
should-
loves you for everything you are.
She should feel heard in the idea that, like, you know what? Nobody wants to feel used for their pussy, just overtly, you know?
Is she being used?
We want to use.
Should we ask her if she's being used
Do
for
you
pussy?
feel used? You're like projecting your own weird meal card, fucking emotional baggage bullshit on this poor.
But she already
Saskatoon
said this
gal.
is why she talked to
Do you
us.
feel
is because-
used? Are you feeling used?
No, I mean it's very new. We've only been seeing each other since like the end of June, so it's been a summer thing, and we see each other once a week. And
What is
yes,
the
we
problem?
have hooked up, and I have wondered if maybe it is just about that. But we do talk every day, even if we don't.
How
hang
much
out every
does he
day. I don't know.
flaunt
I'm
his
just-
wealth?
How much does he flaunt his wealth? That's a good question.
Fuck you.
Sorry,
How much does he flaunt his wealth?
how much?
Don't
does
interrupt
what?
me.
I don't even know.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Is he like
does
dropping
is he like,
hundos?
yeah, is he like, I'm gonna take you out to this place, or
Girl,
like,
you
I
hit
want to
the
buy you
jackpot.
something?
You hit the goddamn
No, like
jackpot.
actually, like a lot of it, and we do go out, but a lot of the time, like we just hang. And oh my god, I know what you guys are gonna say. We just hang out at his place. He makes me dinner, and then like
That's nice.
I'm so obnoxious right now.
Guys,
No,
it's so
that's yeah.
nice.
And are you happy?
I am. I think I just like sometimes feel like I'm afraid to be completely myself because I have him up on this pedestal and think he's like so great, and it scares me.
You know what you
because
got
I
to
also
do?
don't fall
Dump
for
him
guys that
and just
often,
freak
so-
him out. Dump him like out of the blue and then get back with him a
No.
couple days later. Make this son of a bitch sweat.
This is like we're bringing
No,
the
can I-
worst.
Can
Weirdly,
I
advice
tell
but
you
weirdly,
something?
that's a great tactic.
Can
to
I
be
tell
honest,
you something? To be
that actually is a
dump
fucking
him
smart
out of
move.
nowhere and then get
He
back
would
with him 2
not
days
know
later.
what the fuck hit him.
It's true.
Or
He would
reverse
not know
cowgirl,
what hit him.
Probably
or
know.
do reverse cowgirl and fart on his dick. You got to keep
Okay,
this
I'll
moment.
take that into consideration.
No,
I'm serious
this is
though.
horrible.
You hit the jackpot. This guy is rich. You're from a small podunk town where they have like fucking T model Fords and old timey jalopies, and the mayor rides a mule, and
all you,
has one
all
tooth.
the only modes of transportation. That's all you're gonna.
yeah. Well, I got a few more.
This is all
This
true. This is
streetcar
all
is
100% accurate.
crashing with the old trolley or whatever the fuck. Listen. This guy
Can
is
you
a fucking
give you?
catch.
Can you give me like
He's
3 more?
hunky. He's hung like a fucking Clydesdale. You hit the
How
jackpot.
did you know?
I could tell when a woman has a guy with a big ass dick.
That is a weird quality.
No, they have
Of
a
yours.
certain happiness in their voice that you don't get out of the girl stuck with the guy with the little baby dick. You know what I mean? They're like, they're all grumpy.
Oh, he's rich, but I don't know if I like him. Is that what
But
that
then when he's
girl
got the
sounds
King
like?
Kong sausage, then the girl's like, all relaxed all day and shit.
I
Well-
don't feel relaxed though. That's the thing.
What are you stressing? You got to go to therapy. Why don't you go to a therapist?
Why do you keep telling people?
Yeah.
I think it's insane that people don't go to therapy. People that I think it should be a mandate for every human being should go to therapy.
That's been your advice to everyone. Go to
Because
therapy.
you're asking
But
a
I'm
bunch
calling-
of
I'm
lunatics
calling
on
the
the on a
podcast
Yes.
You're asking us for advice? That's a
Yes, but
terrible
that's
idea.
exactly-
Okay,
Right,
but the podcast is
it's
called
called-
Anna Faris is Unqualified.
Right, we're unqualified
giving
to give this advice, but we're going to do the
terrible
best we
advice.
can.
Yes, but we're going to try with our
Very
hearts.
unethical and dangerous. What these people are doing are hijacking your emotions. Do not listen to them. Hang up. Dump your boyfriend for 2 days. Get back with him. Hop on top. Fart on his dick. Do reverse cowgirl. Go to a coal mining town in
God.
Saskatoon. Meet the mayor. Get on his mule and go to a therapist.
Done.
No, this is awful.
She dated a guy with a Trans Am in college, and she thinks she can relate to you. Anna thinks she can relate to you.
Hey.
You dated a guy in a Trans Am, and then later you hit the goddamn Scary Movie jackpot, and then you fucking were on a rocket ship with biscuit wheels.
But you know what? They were buttermilk. Biscuit wheels.
I used to suck dick at gunpoint in a fucking abandoned garage for money.
Ooh, I have a gun upstairs. Can we test you on that? But no, wait. But I do. Okay, so the reason why she's calling
I'm gonna
in
have
is,
to stop you right there.
Oh God!
Now, do you
This
think
is a total
that
hijack in
we
general?
were meant to be with people that aren't in our same class, socioeconomic class?
Ooh, listen to you using
No.
a four-syllable
No,
word.
I believe
Yeah.
in the caste system, and I think that you are an untouchable.
Oh my God.
I'm just joking. Anna's going into the corner to fart.
Wait, so Anna, I feel like
She's drinking Pinot Gris out the
Hold on.
bottle. Like
Anna,
Janis
seriously,
Joplin.
she's fine,
Give
right?
me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn you back around.
Anna, she's okay, right? She's fine.
Can you
Yes,
respond
but-
to this poor girl?
Yes, of course.
I feel like
if someone would let me.
Andre and I think she's fine. She should just keep doing what she's doing. She's gonna be okay.
Everyone here
you're
thinks
gonna-
she's fine.
Yes, I think you're going to be great, but I totally understand.
What's the problem?
But
What's the problem?
Because I understand
I
the
guess
idea.
maybe I'm just not used to like dating guys like
in-
this. Like he's literally like if ever I've dated a guy who like checked all the boxes, like there wasn't chemistry or something, and I have all of that, and it makes me nervous. I
Of
guess, and I'm
course,
putting a lot
it's
of
like-
pressure on it, and
Something that's like
I mean, I feel like you guys are making me sound like I'm out of my
He's
mind.
treating
but-
you well. Until he treats you
No,
differently,
you guys
then you're
shut-
fine.
you guys both.
Yeah.
Don't you say anything, and don't you say anything. Let me have the floor here for a minute.
I've been waiting.
I totally
I've been
hear you
goddamn
in the
waiting.
sense that that it's scary to date somebody that seems kind of too good to be. Oh, don't quit sighing so loudly. That seems too good to be true, or that doesn't seem like we always undervalue ourselves, I think, and so that's why when I like dated those two like guys that
Celebrities?
had money.
Celebrity lookalikes?
Okay, remember when I told you that I needed the floor?
Oh, you're talking to me or Sim?
It made me feel really insecure, and like I didn't want to be used. So then I reverted back to dating guys that needed me more financially, or I don't know, whatever, for whatever other reasons, whatever fucked up reasons I had. But I maybe should have given those guys a little bit more of a chance. But it tapped into some insecurities of mine that weren't very rational. So I think that's
Well, you were dealing with your own problems, your own skeletons.
right.
This girl isn't dealing with that. She's even keel.
Yeah, no,
She's
but
Key and Peele.
she's calling in because she's uncomfortable with the idea
No,
of
but
like.
you're putting all this added stuff on it, and you're making her even more paranoid.
I know. I'm about to tell her that she should continue forward, knowing that
I
her
think you should
emotions are
get the
normal.
passcode to his phone and see if he's hollering at any of his ex-girlfriends.
No, but really, like, I think as long, just like, keep a gauge on your happiness level, and if you're happy, then fuck yeah, this is awesome. And fuck this Eric dude, man. I don't think I've ever told a guest to fuck off way more than Sim. He is being such a fucking dick.
No, that is not true. What did you say?
Sim's getting an easy ride tonight.
I love this. This is
No, but what else did you say? There's no problem. What's the problem?
I was confused.
What's the problem? Anna's the only one who thinks there's a goddamn problem.
I don't think
There's
Anna thinks it's a problem
no,
anymore.
There's not a problem. No. She was
And
just
she's
asking.
projecting all her
No, she
weird
was just
Yeah.
no. It's
stuff
not
from
projecting.
from
you
her
guys,
Here,
come
I
on.
wait. I know what
She
Anna's
just
doing.
needs
Anna was
reassurance.
trying to relate to her.
Yeah, she just needs
And-
reassurance, you guys.
Oh.
At the idea that this is okay.
I'm giving
that
it
it's,
to her. It is 100% okay.
Yeah, but she should
I'm
also know that
agreeing
her
with you.
feelings like
Your
aren't
feelings
abnormal.
are valid. Your feelings are
Yeah.
valid. I've been agreeing with you since day one.
Oh my God. Oh,
Your feelings are completely valid.
Yes. Yeah.
You obviously dug up some serious emotional trauma for Anna.
Nobody wants
in her
to feel
college days.
used. Nobody wants to feel small when they, take their, partner back to their hometown or whatever. Nobody wants to feel like, am I not worthy of,
Look,
I have a question.
This guy is
Are there
rich.
any, okay, fine.
He's hung like
Follow up question for
Shaquille
you.
O'Neal.
Okay, are there any tips that you can give her to kind of help her throughout this process? Because she's intimidated by this guy. What could you say to her to kind of help her through this?
I think just truly, I know it sounds so lame, but trust your gut and understand that, you're of value and protect your heart, but also trust in him. And if he makes you happy, then this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, put your life in perspective. 2/3 of the world lives below the poverty line. Jesus Christ.
Hey, we are not here to make anybody feel small, you dick.
I'm JKing. I mean, that is a true statistic.
What does
but
that mean?
Just kidding. I think you're doing great, Jessica. I think this guy is hung like Shaquille O'Neal. He's got goddamn.
That is really funny when you said, "How do you know?" That was a really funny moment.
I could tell she seemed relaxed.
But I am sort of angry at you right now.
Why?
Well, because
But you guys have the same advice.
We have the same advice. I'm agreeing
The same
with
advice.
you.
You guys are totally on the same page.
You're being surly. I'm taking this away. I'm giving you I'm saying the exact same I think we're saying the same thing here.
I think we're saying the same thing, but you're doing it
going-
much more aggressively than I am.
What is going on with you?
I actually try to listen to people.
I did not, Jessica, I did nothing but listen. Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank
sure.
you.
Oh my God.
Let's give her final advice.
90% of the wealth in the world is owned by less than 1%
Oh my
of the
God.
population.
You guys were
Put it
all
in
making
perspective.
Jessica
Hold on.
feel small
Here's the
right
thing.
now.
We're not making her feel small. I
Look,
feel like she's
Jessica,
happy. She's
you're
happy.
doing great. I'm going out to
but do you think-
Toronto. We're getting coffee. We're going to Tim Hortons. We're catching a hockey puck with our teeth. And we're gonna meet this guy, and I'm gonna
Hold on.
Amazing.
Anna, we're not gonna end this call. I want to know.
I'm ending it.
No, you want to, Anna.
I'm sick of it.
There's stuff that you need to say to her.
Oh God, here we go again.
I just understand the feeling of feeling
agree with
small
her.
in terms of economic difference and pride, and because I'm a proud person, and
That's like a white power thing.
2 rich guys that I dated made me feel small, and it was not due to them. It was due to my own craziness in terms of feeling like, I don't know, do they just want to use me for my very virginal vagina and my itsy tiny
I think
breasts?
your vagina was only virginal once. I don't think there's a couple guys getting it.
But I could have, I'm so happily married now, but maybe I lost out on a couple of great guys because I was very proud, and in an odd way, it made me feel really insecure. So don't make that mistake.
That was nice.
And
I like that.
Thanks. And
I basically said the same exact thing. But
Fuck
in
you.
much fewer words.
once again,
Efficient economy
No,
of language.
I definitely think I'm my own worst enemy. It's just like it just feels too good to be true. I don't know if it's my insecurities.
That's
or if it's a gut
insecurity. Don't
feeling.
do it. Don't say that to yourself. That's a bad
actually,
behavior pattern.
I disagree with you.
Okay, say that to yourself and just dive into your insecurities.
But
and
you know
just
what?
spiral.
Just protect your heart and
Jesus
keep your eye
Christ.
out and love freely. All those things, which totally
Jessica,
complicate
I
each
will
other.
fight your
There's
boyfriend when I
nothing
get to
in what I
Toronto.
just said that makes sense. Oh, Eric Andre, he's ready to fight for
in
your.
a fucking mood today.
He's ready to fight for your heart. I'm sorry.
Jessica, I'm in a
about that.
goddamn mood today. Don't you dare do this.
How come?
Oh, shit, I never thought about it. I don't know. How come? Shit, you really stopped me in my tracks with that question.
You're funny.
I'm gonna
You're
jerk off to
a
Anna.
funny woman. No wonder he likes
That
you.
was the best response
Yeah.
possible,
That
by
was,
the way.
yeah, how
Because
come?
Eric had he did not expect that at all.
Nothing. My
I
mind
love that.
was
I love seeing Eric
blank.
silent. That's amazing.
That was
It has not happened in the last
happen a lot.
4 hours.
Doesn't happen a lot.
Jessica,
I've been here for 5 hours.
thank you
I feel like
so
I'm out
much.
on international waters.
and
Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for hanging
guys.
out with
Thank
us.
you, Jessica.
I
You
hope-
made me feel better.
Really? God bless
Thank
you.
you,
Yeah,
Jessica.
no, you did. You did.
Thank you.
It's totally. I know I'm my own worst enemy, and I feel like I sound obnoxious. But
No,
No.
no.
Go through his phone,
And
boo.
like, please keep us posted.
Yes.
Oh, I
Good
love
night.
that.
Please send us
Thank you so
nudes.
much.
You gave her such bad advice. I cannot believe you said all that shit to her. You sound insane.
I do.
You sound like totally 420 friendly. The girl I'm with now, I wouldn't want to
Here.
sleep with anybody else but her.
Oh.
See,
See, he is a
And
really
I
good
feel-
guy. I knew that.
Feel
there's something to be said about.
very passionate.
He's a sweetheart. Eric Andre's a
I
sweetheart.
think
So-
she's the most beautiful woman in the world.
Oh my god.
See
So
that?
I
See that?
really
And yeah.
don't.
Swoon. I'm swooning.
We should end soon because
But, like,
otherwise,
but the feeling isn't even. I'm just like enchanted by her.
That's swoony. So let yourself be taken away from
I am.
it.
Yeah, until then.
look at what you did, Anna. See that? You know, he wasn't ready to talk about
No,
her
the
the
girl
entire
I'm dating had
episode.
more to do with it than.
Oh.
But you helped.
All right. So follow us on Unqualified on Twitter and Facebook and Snapchat. No, not Snapchat. We don't have Snapchat yet, but we do have a new
Jesus,
website. It's
Sim.
at unqualified.com.
Fucking Sim.
Eric Andre's
Andre,
show
get
is on
Sim.
Friday nights.
So
I'm cursing
much.
up a
On
storm. I forget
Adult
you had a 4-year-old
Swim,
in the house. I'm
midnight.
sorry.
No, he's
Are you
fucking.
sure?
Oh, we fucking swear. Fucking dick
I feel
shit
terrible.
all the fucking time.
I love this, by the way. This has been
Did you have
so
fun?
much
I'm
fun.
Did you have a good time?
This is like
glad.
the funnest press. This is like a good way to go out.
We had so
This
much
is
fun
like-
having you. We've been
It's
fans
awesome.
for so long.
You guys are so sweet.
We love you, listeners. Thank you.
Good night,
Thank
everyone.
you so much. Honestly, thank you guys. Bye. I love you.